All right, so hello everybody and good evening. I'm Dehara first of all, and today we are going to be talking about youth skills. So let's invite Minula to the stage and see his brilliant speech. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Minlavi Jayasekara. Today, I'm going to present about youth skills. In December 2014, United Nations General Assembly adopted a resolution declaring 15th July as World Youth Skills Day to celebrate the strategic importance of equipping people with skills for employment, decent work, and entrepreneurship, and with the goal of giving skilled people more job opportunities. Youth Skills Days has given a unique opportunity for dialogue between young people, technical and vocational education and training institutions and developed partners. Collaboration, communication, adaptability are some examples of youth skills. Here is a did you know fact about youth skills. Recent estimates suggest that 600 million jobs would, would have to be created over the next 15 years to meet youth employment needs. Thank you.
Okay, so we learned a bit of that, and thank you, Mira. That was amazing. That really got into my heart, and you really actually, it's just enjoyable to hear you saying that. It's awesome. Thank you. And let's invite Tarusha. Is that your name? Did I get it right?
Yes, it is. You got it right.
Okay.
So, every one of us, every being in this world is unique from one another. From the tiniest insect to the largest world, we are all unique. We have our own talents and skills. So, how do we know if we are skilled, if we are talented? So, it is measured by our skills. So, skills are the key to adapting and thriving. So, skills are mainly divided into two parts: soft skills and hard skills. So, communication, flexibility, leadership, collaboration, teamwork, these are some examples for soft skills. And then there is hard skills. We don't specifically say hard skills if it's a piece of cake, right? So, some examples for hard skills are getting a degree, software proficiency, programming skills, and perhaps getting a driver's license. So, when you combine all of these together, you get youth skills. So, the world of work is changing for you, me, and other young people around the world. For an example, it said that you need hard skills to get an interview, but you need soft skills to get and keep that interview. We can't always build our future for our youth, but we can build our youth for our future. It is why the 15th of July is declared as the International Youth Skills Day. In this day, the young generation is developed. In this day, the youth's passions are developed, and the young generation is helped to find out their skills and talents. Believe me, you are special, you are unique, you also have talents that are great. So find that talents, develop them, and take the best advantage from it. And God bless. Thank you. Over to you.
That is such an awesome speech. Well done. That actually got into my heart, and that you're really talented. You're really talented in communication. I truly believe that. And Yeah, everyone is unique in their own way. If there's like two people in the same common talents, that's nothing, right? I totally believe that you said actually a very fair point. Without further ado, let's invite Nadeev to say the last speech. Over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So, my topic is youth skills. So, as all you know, youth is the period between childhood and adult age. The youth is very powerful, energetic, and skillful community who are getting ready to lead the world. Skills required by the youth in modern world are adaptability, calibration, resilience, communication, and thinking, etc., etc. Modern world demands new skills for survival and growth of the youth. The technology and environmental changes involvement of youth to create a better world. So, youth skills will decide the future of our home planet. Hence, I believe youth skills are critically essential and important for a better future. Thank you, everyone.
That was amazing. Well done. And yes, we need youth skills to survive, don't we? We everyone needs cook. We need to cook sometimes. If say there's like for nowadays, like there's so hard, right? We need youth skills to survive. I truly believe that everyone should stick and go to the positive mind to to um, defeat this pandemic. That was a epic speech. Well done. Do you have any last messages before we end the session today? Go ahead.
Okay. Youth skills. What most of the youth nowadays do is sit around the TV or their devices and stare into those without an end. This would cause the mind of those youths to weak and would cause them to forget many skills that are a must to live in the future, like leadership qualities and the ability to think of solutions and more. And that is why we should step out of our comfort zones and work on improving our skills and sharpening them as the leader of the future. And there is also a day called Youth Skills Day. In 2014, the United Nations General Assembly declared 15th July as World Youth Skills Day to celebrate the strategic importance of equipping young people with skills for employment and decent work. Since then, World's Youth Skills Day events have provided a unique opportunity for the dialogue between young people, technical education and training, TVET, TVET, instructions for firms, employers, and workers, organizations, policymakers, and partners. Participates have highlighted the ever increasing signification of skills as the world is embarking on a transition towards a sustainable model of development. And thank you.
That was an awesome speech that we need to nowadays we need to have. We can't just we can't just rest around, do nothing. We have to do work. In order to do work, we need to work hard. In order to work hard, we need to focus. And after that, we can live a good life in our adulthood. So yes, that was actually amazing. Last message. Thank you.
Hi, Dihara. Absolutely amazing hosting skills. I hope I'm in the show. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. Yes, I did not do a sound check just before I stepped in. Right, excellent. Tarusha and everybody else who is coming in, Savin, and the ones who I have not named right now because I cannot see the scripts very clearly. Well done. Very good. Absolutely amazing. I like the way in which that you're approaching this particular subject. Nadev, Minula, and if I'm not mistaken, there was one previous speaker as well. I'm not sure if that was a speaker or it was one of y'all who I was hearing without the video. Really love the way in which you articulated these thoughts. You put them out over there. You're making people recognize these things, that there is something known as youth skills, and in the process, you're identifying it for yourself as well. Um, we need to know. We are deprived of knowing. If you look at everything that is going around us, we're just deprived of knowing great things. And that's a really sad factor. And when you identify these things and you get involved in these conversations, you get to know them kinesthetically, and you try to think about what it is that you're trying to study and trying to express yourself. Um, you tend to broaden your mind and your thinking capacities. Thank you very much to the audience who's sending in their comments as well. Really, really appreciate all of you all engaging in these conversations, because our young junior, ICP junior fishers need to know that there's an audience listening to them. And when people are listening, it is engagement, and it's really important. Um, so it's very important that we identify these things at a very young age. The moment we identify them, we are able to exercise them and bring them into practice. So I'm going to share a few insights as to what it is that I have learned so far in this avenue. And I'd like to put two cohorts into this, trying to identify youth skills as one as hard skills and the other one as soft skills. Now, if you take hard skills, these are things that you could easily acquire, which means that you put some time into it and they are teachable abilities. If you learn them, you can also teach someone else to them as well. And these skill sets, you can you can justify whether you're able to do it or not, right? Which means there is an easy way to identify whether you have learned it or you don't know it. By a test, you can easily identify them. But the most complicated part of youth skills is soft skills, also identified as um, people skills, or it's also identified as interpersonal communication skills, more likely interpersonal skills. And why I said the statement as interpersonal communication skills is the ability to share your perspectives, your ideas, without feeling the need to have a script in front of you. Okay, let me say this again, without feeling the need to have a script in front of you. Now, we all have learned the basics of good in, good out, which means you gather good information, you are able to express good information, and this is very, very important for all of us, no matter what age you are, including the adults and parents who are here right now. So, when you are able to gather information and put it into perspective, regenerate those ideas and put it out, it's called a communication skill, right? So that's the reason why we baseline it as interpersonal communication skills. Um, this is a soft skill, a very important soft skill, very difficult to quantify, very difficult to have a test to see if you're having it or not, because it is something that gradually keeps progressing. And it is something that, if you look at our homeland, we as a nation are a little bit set back on, and we need to really put efforts into that. And this leads to a powerful leadership skill. Why? It is because when you are good with your interpersonal communication skills, You learn the importance of listening. You learn the importance of being well read. You learn the importance of taking other people's perspectives before you share these perspectives. And this is very, very important. This opens out the doors to powerful leadership skills. Now, we all know that we are all short of great leaders, and leaders can form anything into greatness. So, leadership is also a powerful youth skill that needs to be enterprised, and we need to get in. Along with leadership comes the other kind of skills like teamwork and flexibility and management and things like that. Um, One skill that I would really highlight for all of you all to really focus on right now and immediately is time management skills. Very important. I like Dehara giving the point. Yes, indeed, exactly. Time management skills. That's the reason why the ICP platform's primary rule is on time management. And immediately after time management, we focus on listening skills. Right? So we have only two rules on the ICP platform, whether it's the adults or the juniors. Number one, time management. Number two, intensive listening. That's the only two rules that we have, right? Apart from that, when you have these two rules playing with each other, and you're able to exercise these rules, and you're able to put these into adaptability, you become a powerful person. Your age is not a barrier. Minula, your height is not a barrier. Saven, your cuteness is not a barrier. Dehara, your quick wittiness or your jokes does not become a barrier. Your personality becomes your strength. Usually people say that, listen, when you are a child, that becomes your barrier to connect with people. I disagree. I feel that when you're a child and when you're growing up as this and you have these two powerful skills with you where you're able to manage your time, you're always on the dot. Punctuality is authority. Let me say that again. Punctuality is authority. If you're on time, you have the authority. Let it be with an adult, let it be with anybody whatsoever. You have the authority because you're on time. And number two, your listening skills are so powerful that you cannot get information wrong. You can sideline listening skills with almost powerful communication skills. Why? Because listening is a communication skill, right? So when you put these two things, they are the foundations, the powerful foundations of getting into the next level of your youth skills and getting into powerful other dynamic skills. I hope very soon that we are able to gather the thoughts through Breakthrough, which is another workshop that you must be able to know about, which is after the communicator and the streamer or the law program, you're having a breakthrough. Just before the breakthrough, we have a training program called the Ideate that helps the youngsters solve problems. So, problem solving skills is also something that you all must adapt into. When you say skill development, understand how you get to a skill. All of us have talents. You put effort on that talent. Right now, all of y'all can speak, all of y'all can read, all of y'all can understand. These are talents. Children are born with talents. We are born with talents. But you put effort on that talent, you can transform that talent into a skill. But skills are not enough. You need achievements. You put effort on that skill, you makes it an achievement. So, whatever it is that you're doing right now, take your talents, transform them into skills, and transform those skills into achievements. This is my message for you. Wish you all the very best. Thank you for being super duper awesome on this live. I'm looking forward to catching you on the coaching sessions, and very soon, again, more for more lives and with more powerful expressions from yourself. Over to you, host, to end the session or run a commercial.
That's the that's the space that we give for you. And not everyone can have this space. But say I think I don't know if it's true, but you can go read, right? But I think there's some words because moving on. So everyone has talent. Not same talent, but very unique talent. That's me. Thank you.